Kody Brown and the One That Got Away. To the woman who narrowly escaped. Kody holds Christine responsible for the departure of a young woman we learned about, who reconsidered her involvement before Christine and Kody's marriage. Wouldn't it be fascinating to hear from the wise individual who firmly declined Kody's proposition? Surely, someone out there must have insights into her identity. Regrettably, it's quite possible that she might be in a marriage with sister wives now. I'd be delighted to be mistaken on this point. Although Kody has his significant flaws, he didn't forcibly prevent any of the women from leaving, a liberty not granted by all polygamist husbands. There's a disheartening chance that her current circumstances could be even more challenging than if she had stayed with Kody. I ponder what the dynamic would have been without the presence of cameras or a television show. Would he have been as open to letting them go, or would Robin have even become part of the family? It's widely speculated that Robin's affection wasn't solely for Kody or the family, but also for the financial benefits brought by the show. Given that she had the wisdom at 17 years age, I'm talking about the woman that got away, to walk away from Kody, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that she's continued on a path that's best for her. I'm skeptical that he would have willingly allowed them to depart. He likely would have maintained their financial dependency, leaving them struggling to make it independently. I imagine he would have enlisted every church member to make their lives difficult. The image he projected as a benevolent polygamist husband in the initial seasons, in my opinion, was a facade. If she's still adhering to the faith, it's likely she'd prefer to keep her story private. The Browns haven't exactly showcased a flattering depiction of polygamy as it's practiced in their religion or culture. She probably felt a sense of relief as the public's focus on her brief involvement with Kody dwindled following the publication of their book. But now Kody has reignited the discussion. She indeed avoided a serious predicament. Kody's lack of respect for women and tendency to manipulate situations would have likely led to a tumultuous experience for her. Although it's also possible that she might have ended up with another polygamist who is equally problematic. If she remains within the faith and is living the principle, it's probable she's navigating the complexities of being a sister wife, which likely comes with its own set of challenges. It's hard to determine which scenario is more detrimental. The point about the religion's problematic stance towards women is spot on. I'd indeed be intrigued to hear her side of the story. Kody would undoubtedly be unsettled if she decided to speak out, but he has only himself to blame since he was the one who mentioned her in the first place. Should she ever make her experiences public, he'd probably resort to denying and reshaping the narrative. And Robin, who wasn't even involved at the time, would likely insert her perspective, asserting Kody's innocence in every matter. If I were in her shoes, would I really want to thrust myself into the limelight as someone who once had a connection with him? She's likely a viewer of the show, exhaling in relief after each episode, reassured that she made the wise choice. I don't perceive her as having narrowly escaped. Rather, she skipped a potentially lucrative opportunity. Let's be honest, if she's still within a polygamous setting, she might be facing mistreatment. However, being part of the show could have offered her financial benefits akin to Christine, a chance to escape the detrimental lifestyle. Being undervalued is bad enough, but it's even more disheartening without any form of compensation that could provide a route to freedom, as well as without having an audience to liberate oneself from oppression, abuse, enslavement, and exploitation. Could the upcoming season bring an unexpected turn? Picture this. Kody and she reconnect, reigniting their past affections, leaving Robin to experience the sting of her husband professing unparalleled love for another. That's a plot twist that would definitely capture my attention. Such a dramatic narrative seems like the only hook that could guarantee another season. It would be even more gripping if Kody parted ways with Robin to embrace this other woman's children, turning the entire family dynamic on its head. Imagine if the producers took a leaf out of the 90-day playbook, with Sean Robinson surprising everyone by announcing, "Well, today we have them here. Let's welcome," blah, blah, blah. Cue the collective gasps. If Kody ever reconnected with her, he'd probably deflect with, "I'm sorry, things didn't work out between us, but you understand the situation with Christine." I'd be immensely curious if TLC or another media outlet could locate this woman and delve into her reasons for declining Kody. That interview would be incredibly enlightening. She steps up and declares, "Kody Brown, marrying that guy was the last thing on my mind. When he asked me out, I almost burst out laughing." Considering Kody himself claimed to have truly understood love only upon meeting Robin, it's perplexing that he harbors any resentment over not marrying this enigmatic woman. Picture him with 4 wives he wasn't fully invested in when Robin entered his life. He ought to be grateful to Christine for several reasons: for sparing him from an additional complicated marriage, and for her pivotal role in securing the TV show that has financed their lifestyle for over a decade, which, incidentally, also played a part in bringing Robin into the fold. Kody is merely attempting to concoct a narrative of the sacrifices he has made for her love, excluding any reference to Robin. No real sacrifices were made. It's all fabrication. I stumbled upon a comment elsewhere suggesting the woman Kody once quoted is part of a Facebook group and harbors resentment towards Christine. Allegedly, there was an incident where Christine hung up on her during a call. This rumor hasn't been substantiated by others, and online claims often lack credibility. However, I'm mentioning it in case someone can actually confirm or provide evidence. It's likely we're discussing 2 separate individuals. There's a tale about a woman seemingly keen on marrying Kody who persistently called him while disregarding the other wives. Christine reportedly took a stand, seizing the phone to sternly dismiss her. Whether this woman was part of their religious community or if Kody was formally courting her remains unclear. What is evident, however, is that the young woman who decided against Kody and the one at the receiving end of Christine's wrathful phone call are distinct individuals. I'm curious about her whereabouts. It's mentioned that her family was exploring their fate, seeking a suitable match for her to marry. The narrative suggests her parents reconsidered their religious stance and her potential union with Kody. It's intriguing to ponder whether they were Mormons delving into polygamy or aligned with another belief system. Ideally, they made a swift exit from that situation and are now in a much better place. It would be quite a moment if she decided to publicly clarify things and set Kody straight. Just imagine her saying, "No, it wasn't about you or Christine. I simply didn't find you appealing, and that's why I walked away." To the woman who skillfully sidestepped a precarious situation, I hope you are in a good place of safety and happiness. And if you're still navigating challenges, may you continue to adeptly evade any harm until you find your peace. Kody's history of courting someone much younger during his 20s certainly sheds light on his apparent indifference to Maddie's early relationship with a much older Caleb. In one of the episodes, towards the end, Kody reflects on a prolonged courtship with a woman with whom Mary had grown quite close. He phrases it as, "We chose not to marry her." Mary's response underscores that it wasn't the right decision for the family or likely for her either. That's all the rant from me today, everyone. Talk to you at another time on another video. Peace out.